Hey there, everybody. Back on the road again in Chiba. Just going to visit my my Akia and the countryside. I want to tell you some of the reasons why I decided to get an Akia at this time in my life and at this juncture in global history as well. So that's the more important point, because the way things are going now in the world, what with all of these forever wars that have been started by politicians who promised to stop them, and by rogue vassal states that have been basically controlling our politicians, I've decided that it is time to try and get a little bit away from the just got to mind this old granny here. Try to get a little bit away from the main supply chain, because the main supply chain is getting fucked over. Here in Japan, we're affected by all of this as well, of course, because Japan imports most of its fuel and fertilizer. So of course, since the closing of the Strait of Hormuz, we've been hit fairly hard. We've seen a lot of price hikes in food and in petrol, gasoline, as you call it in the United States. Yeah, I just want to have more control over our own destiny, as it were. I don't want to have to rely on the supply chain. So what I did, and I was kind of looking into this. It's always been a dream of mine anyway, but it kind of made me decide to actually knuckle down and do it this year, because when Trump became president again last year, I knew things were going to get shit. He said he was going to end the wars, but we all know that Trump is a fucking liar, and he lies to get votes, and it worked as well. You know, enough people were completely hoodwinked by that for him to win the election, as well as you know, funding from unscrupulous billionaires such as Mr. Musk, who's a fucking asshole, if you ask me. I hate that guy. He just manipulates the fucking market all the time. His company Tesla, he uses it to manipulate the markets, and in order to buy and sell shares, you know, whenever he bullshits everybody saying the next great new thing is coming, and then it never fucking materializes. Having said that, I have to give him some respect for what he's doing with SpaceX, but the Tesla, you know, the Tesla thing just shows me what a vile human being he is, and the fact that he you know, he basically funded Trump's presidency as well for his own ends. Anyway, you know, this is the way the world is going, and with the world going that way, I really do not want to be stuck in a metropolis. Tokyo is my main home, which is why I decided to look further afield, in the countryside in Chiba Prefecture, just about an hour away from Tokyo, so that I can have a place to live should the shit really hit the fan. I can have a garden. I can grow some essential crops like potatoes, maybe some corn, you know, carrots, and I can also be part of a small community that actually fucking supports itself. You know, I found out here that the people in my neighborhood here are very, yeah, they're very old, but they're in good health, which is, you know, you've got my neighbor's like, she's like 87 or something. She's still up on her feet, gardening, bending over, you know, doing a gardening. Still seems pretty sharp of mind. And then there's a guy who's nearly 100 across the way. You know, everybody gets fresh air, they eat good food, they all support each other as well. Like, if somebody's lacking something or somebody needs something doing, we can help. I'm handy with a bit of carpentry, and you know, stuff like that. I could do repairs and whatnot, so you know, I can contribute something to the community. The other guys are good, you know, with gardening, giving us advice how to raise crops and whatnot. You know, the other day one guy brought around this absolutely bloody huge Japanese horseradish, which was fantastic, delicious stuff. You know, and yeah, I'm very, very happy to muck in, be part of the community there and help, although I'm not living there full time. I think the way the world's going now, I think we're going to be going back to small communities again. We're going to be going back to local subsistence farming, because it's gone too far now with you know, commercial industrial farming and meat production and stuff. It's just fucking disgusting, quite frankly. And it, you know, the Japanese government disgusts me as well, in that they have not done anywhere near enough to protect their farmers and be a self-sufficient, resilient country. They could be. There's plenty of land. They keep making the excuse that, oh, it's too mountainous. Bullshit. It's bullshit. There is plenty of land here to subside off. You know, this area that I'm living in, that I've got my Akia in, as you will see, it's quite flat. It's got many rice fields. There's a lot of rice field production. There's lots of fruit production. Many strawberries in this area, and they're marvelous. They taste absolutely great. You know, these people are not paid enough anymore. They used to, farmers in Japan used to be paid a lot more than they are now. You know, especially with the with inflation and everything. It's the same. It's the same as in America. It's the same as in the UK. UK's fucking shit as well. The way they're treating their farmers is despicable. It's even worse than here. So, you know, guys, I just think I just think it's going to collapse on itself. You can't have this much control over farming and food production and expect the population to suck it up, especially when now the minimum wage is in the UK, in the US, and increasingly getting there in Japan, although it's still fairly reasonable to live here. The cost of living is nowhere near as high. However, you know, it is creeping up, and eventually I can see it going the way of the US and the UK, where the cost of living is ridiculous. It's crazy. It's not sustainable. And this is the main reason why I've come out to this lovely little area. I absolutely love it out here. I'm near my home now, so as you can see, it's surrounded by what are called tambo, or that's an irrigation field. Actually, these are rice fields that have just been fully irrigated, and you can see they're full of water now, and the rice crops will be ready in about 3 months time or so. So this area is just full of these places, and yeah, it's delicious rice. But you know, even Japanese produce rice now because of the cost of fuel going up. So fuel to run the machinery, fuel, the fertilizer production, etc., etc. Stuff that has to be imported. You know, fuel has to be imported, fertilizer has to be imported. It's put the price of rice up exponentially, and the government also raised the price of rice here on purpose. I forget their excuse for doing that, but and then they started importing more rice from America, which is fucking ridiculous. Honestly, I just don't know what the hell they're doing anymore. This is my home. I'm just going to reverse in. Anyway, that's my rant. I just wanted to talk to you about that, because yeah, I think that's the way things are going. Just wondering if any of you guys are city dwellers who are thinking to get the hell out as well. Be interested to know. All right, take care. I'll see you again in the next one.